We are right here at the Parliament House in the office of Honorable Ebo Barton-Odro, who is the MP for Cape Coast North and also the Deputy Speaker of Parliament. Good afternoon, Honorable.
Good afternoon.
I want to just begin by asking you, who is an MP?
Well, a member of Parliament is supposed to deal with the laws of the land to a very large extent. I see the work of a parliamentarian as somebody who is a catalyst for development. Not the developer himself or herself, but a catalyst. In other words, a lot of us, we go from ministry to ministry, chasing projects on behalf of our assemblies. But then you must be working hand in hand with your chief executive. So to that extent, you can be instrumental in getting some developmental projects taking place. But it's not as if you are the person responsible for development. You can assist. And when it comes to passing laws or dealing with laws, we have various stages that we go through. With my experience at the AG's department, the thing starts from a particular sector ministry. It comes out with a concept, the kind of law they want. They bring it to the AG's department. They look at it, the drafting division. They try to formulate something. They send it back to the ministry. The ministry looks at it, and then there must be something that will go to cabinet. Then cabinet also has its subcommittee on legislation. That committee will go through it. Finally, it goes back to cabinet. When cabinet gives its green light, it goes to the AGs as the Attorney General's Department with recommendations for corrections and amendments here and there. When that is done, then it is forwarded to Parliament. Then Parliament also goes through it. The Speaker will refer it to a particular subcommittee to deal with the matter. Then they will go through the exercise of stakeholders meetings. Then that committee will come back to the chamber, that is the floor of Parliament, and will go through with us line by line. At the end of it all, it will be sent to His Excellency the President for his assent. And then it becomes law.
Can you think of any one law that connects with me or the market woman at Kotokraba or, somebody at Abura? Because when we hear of law, we think it's something which doesn't affect us.
It does affect every single Ghanaian. Okay. Every law does, if you ask me. Yes. For example, we've passed the law which has to do with mental cases, the mental health bill. It's been passed into law. And it concerns all of us. If you have a relative who is mentally deranged, the rights of that individual should concern you. Okay. And the person, the victim himself or herself, that is the patient. And a lot of innovation was brought into the system through that law.
Okay. I am in Cape Coast North to be precise. And you are my parliamentarian. Is there a way in which I can have an input into the laws that are being made in the country?
Certainly. It's just that a lot of people don't know what their rights are when it comes to issues like this. You can have access to a copy of the bill from the government printers, from whichever source, and you can make an input and channel it through your member of parliament. These are my views on this. I think this should be done that way, and so on and so forth. Your member of parliament will then take it up, when he or she comes to parliament, and then it can be pushed forward.
From what we have been seeing, the electorates basically just think that their parliamentarian should be doing their roads and hospitals and all those things. What has accounted for this, and what can be done about it for them to also appreciate the primary role of the MP?
I think a lot of education has to be carried out, but I must also confess that indeed some of us parliamentarians also on our campaign trail make certain promises which give the electorate the impression that this is what you do. Do you get me? Oh, this road from X to Y, I'll make sure that if you vote for me and I come into office, I'll fix it for you. When in reality, that is not your responsibility. You can only be a facilitator. You can discuss it with the chief executive, and then when the chief executive has taken steps and you need to do a follow-up in Accra, then you assist in that manner. That's why I describe myself as a catalyst for development.
Yes, okay.
You know.
Yes. I believe that in the course of implementing our project, we would still need you to maybe engage some more with the people in Cape Coast. You know, we see if at the end of maybe a year or so, some of them would get a better understanding as to your role, so that in future, when people are voting for a parliamentarian, they know who they are voting for, why they are voting for the president.
Right. Okay. Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you.